Hello again, Cardmunity. It's RJ back with another video, a celebration video for me. I have officially hit 100 subscribers. Yay. Hopefully I can stay there. Sometimes you gain and lose subscribers. So I'm hoping I can stick around at 100 and keep growing. You never know about that. I want to thank everybody who chose to spend their time watching any of the thing I put out. As Kevin would say, my clown show of a channel. But I'm having a lot of fun. I really am. I like talking about the hobby. I like talking about baseball in general. I like showing off my collection and looking at everybody else's collection. I like that a lot. And I like telling stories and listening to stories. So I got a good giveaway I'll get to in a second. But the way I'm going to do it for my 100 subscribers, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to give away 100 cards. Specifically, I have in my hands here 100 different Hall of Fame players and their cards. I'm actually going to go through it in a second, so this might be a little bit of a longer video. But I want you to, in order to enter the contest, I like videos, but this one doesn't have to be a video entry. You can send me the response in text format, email format, comment below, although comment below might be a little long for what I'm asking. I'm a big fan of baseball in general, more so than just collecting cards. I love the history of baseball. I love the stories around baseball. I'm much more of a story baseball person than a stat baseball person. Along with that lines, I love the stories of card collecting. I love to hear about, people like Jefferson Burdick and some of the other origin people of collecting cards. Some of the histories of the Honus Wagner, Wayne Gretzky card. Some of the histories of the Sherry McGee, the Napoleon Lajoie card. The history of Cy Berger. If you know Cy Berger, who was the CEO of Topps at the time, or the marketing director, story is round about the mid-60s, they realized that they still had a warehouse full of 1952 Topps boxes, just a warehouse full of them. And they didn't know what to do with them, so they literally put them on a barge, took them out into the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and dumped them. True story, look it up. But along those lines, I want you to tell me a story about your days in collecting. Or, and I don't want to just limit it to that. Some people might not have fantastic stories. Tell me a story about a sporting event you attended or watched on TV. Tell me a great story surrounding this hobby from your past, and I'll give you an example with mine. So I started collecting in '78. I've told you a number of times by now that '78 was the first year I collected as a kid. Collected up to 1984, got out of it in the mid to late 80s, but then got back into it in the late 80s and into the 90s, when it was all, when the market first took off huge. That's when I got back into it, actually. And I decided to put together a set, because those card sets from '78 to '84 I never finished. I bought individual packs, never had a complete set, never tried to finish it. Wouldn't have known how at the time. I was just a kid. And when the year came and went, well, I had no more access to baseball cards as far as I knew. So when I finally got back into the hobby and realized that there was all these card shows going on, I remember those were the days when there was a card show every single weekend. Somewhere near you, you could find a card show. And most dealers back then had the 1,000 count boxes, or the 5,000 count boxes of singles of all years. You can't find that so much anymore, but back then you'd always find dealers that had boxes upon boxes of singles. So I went out there and decided to finish one of my sets. I chose the 1983 set because that was the card set that I had the most of. So I went around to the card shows at the time. I would buy, I made my little checklist off what cards I needed left, and I went back and forth, and I started accumulating all the cards. It took me only a couple weeks, and I had them all, except for one. And I was missing this one card from the '83 card set. And I remember I was looking for it for a long time. I couldn't find it. Then one morning I was at a card show, and there was this guy who had a box of cards. It was like a 3,000, 4,000 count box, and it was all 1983 Topps cards, the whole box. And he wanted $35 for the whole box. And I was like, well, I'll do it. I promise. I'll take the box, but can I just real quick look inside and see if I can find this one card? Because I just need one more I need one more to complete my set, please. And the guy said, no, you can't look at it. You take it or you don't take it. And I know he was probably doing that because he had probably removed all of the Sandberg and Boggs and Gwynn rookies. And he didn't want anybody to know that he'd taken it out and just left in a whole bunch of common cards. But the funny thing is, that's all I wanted was a common card. So he would let me have it, and I didn't want to waste $35 on one card. In hindsight, maybe I would have done it. But anyway, so I, went back and grudgingly left. And on the way home, I decided to stop at a few card stores, because back then there were lots of card stores all around. Happened upon this one card store in this one town that's actually happens to be today my LCS, the local card store that I go to all the time. And I happened upon this store, and I walked in there, and I told the guy I need, hi, do you have 1983 Topps singles? He said, sure. He said, what do you need? I need this card. And it's a little common. He took like a minute, went back in there, came back, and he gave me the card. He said, how much do you want? I said, how much do you want for it? He said, a nickel. And I gave him a nickel. And in return, I got this card right here. 1983 Topps Glenn Brummer, Cardinals backup catcher. And I got to tell you, I was like a kid in the candy store when I got this card, because I've been looking for it for so long and wasn't able to find it at all anywhere I looked. And finally, there was the guy, the one guy I found who had this card, and I got it. And I'm sure that store owner was like very unimpressed that some kid wasted his time looking for a nickel card, but I was beyond elated. And I got myself my 1983 Topps Glenn Brummer, which finished out my 1983 Topps set. So that is my story about finishing the 1983 Topps set. So tell me a story, please. I would love it if you could videotape it, put it on video, and link to it into my comments. If not, send me an email. My email is posted in the descriptions below. Let me know you put a video out there, because I noticed that with the last contest I ran, if some of you remember that debacle, a lot of people put out videos that I just didn't even know. Either they said they commented on, or they said they linked to it, but for whatever reason, I never saw it. So I would love it if everybody who wants to enter the contest at least sends me an email. Again, my email address is in the comments below, and tell me you're entering the contest, okay? And again, since it's my 100 subscriber contest, what I am giving away is literally 100 cards, every one of a different Hall of Fame player. Now, I am not a man who has a lot of vintage. You're not going to get a 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle out of here. There's a couple cool cards in here. Most are reprints. There's a couple original cards, couple Hall of Fame rookie cards in here. So, and that's, like I said, some cool cards. So here we go. I want to show them. I'm going to take some time. Like I said, this might be a longer video, but I want to show you all the cards you could win. They're alphabetical. So we start with Mr. Hank Aaron. This here is the 1991 Upper Deck holographic card of Hank Aaron. It is numbered HH1. That was their first holographic card dedicated to the player. This was randomly inserted into 1991 Upper Deck packs. Next year, they came out with the Ted Williams card. That was also a holographic. That was HH2. They never went past HH2. There was no HH3. But anyway, this is what you're going to get from Hank Aaron. A 1991 Upper Deck Jeff Bagwell rookie card. So like I said, I got a couple Hall of Fame rookies in here. This is Bagwell's actual rookie card from 1991 Upper Deck. I have a Harold Baines 1986 Topps card. This here is a Negro League card of Cool Papa Bell. I tried to get some players from the Negro Leagues who are in the Hall of Fame in what I'm going to hand out. I thought it was important to get some of those cards out there and share with you some of the players that you may not know about who were in the Negro Leagues who made it to the Hall of Fame. Cool Papa Bell is one of the more famous Negro League players. This particular card set, which is where I got all the cards I'm going to include, came out last year in 2020, and it was for the 100th anniversary of the founding of the modern, what they call the modern Negro Leagues in 1920. They started up a new Negro League, and that was the one that we all think about with the Kansas City Monarchs and the Homestead Grays and all those other great teams, the legendary teams. They came out of those 1920s and later teams, because there had always been Negro ball. Ever since there was baseball, there were, black people playing baseball, and mostly because it was still a segregated nation. For the most part, they were doing it on their own. So there were always Negro League teams. This one is of Cool Papa Bell. There will be others coming. Here's a cool 1982 Fleer, Johnny Bench. Here is Craig Biggio's actual rookie card. This is from 1988 Score. This is the traded, you can see here, 103T. This is Craig Biggio's actual rookie card from 88 Score traded. I think it's the rookies and traded, whatever. Here is a regular 88 Score Burt Blyleven. This is a really cool one from Topps Fire. This is a Wade Boggs art card. Call him the Chicken Man. I'm going to just put that up there and let you pause there to see why he was called the Chicken Man. I'm not going to go through the story. You can pause there and read it if you so choose. Have a George Brett card, 1980 Flea, the box set called Baseball's Hottest Stars. Here's one of those Negro League cards of Willard Brown, a Hall of Famer. Here's a nice 1979 Topps Gary Carter. 75 was his rookie card, so this is not necessarily a early card per se, second year or anything like that. Oscar Charleston, Negro League star. Here's a nice Roberto Clemente from last year's Turkey Red inserts. Have a Ty Cobb, 2020 Topps Archives. Tried to get one card of all of the first 5 founding members of the Hall of Fame. Leon Day. I like Leon Day, the Negro League pitcher, great, because he was inducted into the Hall of Fame the same year Mike Schmidt was. Think about Leon Day. Leon Day was alive when he got voted into the Hall of Fame. I was actually able to get his autograph at that time. I was really big into autographs still. I sold all my autographs a long time ago, unfortunately. But he got in the Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, he died before the ceremony. So his wife actually did the speech, but at least he got in, and he knew that he got in. So that was kind of cool. Here's a 2020 Topps Archives of Dizzy Dean. Larry Doby Negro League card. If you remember, Larry Doby was the first black to get into the American League. And he's in the Hall of Fame, not just because of that. He was a very good player for the Indians and a couple other teams. But here he is in that Negro League set. I have a 2003, I believe this one is. It's an Upper Deck World Series greats. They're World Series heroes. This was Don Drysdale. A great Fleer Medal Universe. 1997 card, Dennis Eckersley in the Cardinals uniform. One of those things you forget that Eck ever did. Got a couple of these. 1992-93 Conlon collection, the color variation. This here's Red Faber, great spitball pitcher for the White Sox back in the day. Here is a 1978 Topps Raleigh Fingers card. It was on the Padres that year. Is a 1991, I believe, Topps Archives, the 53 reprint version for Whitey Ford. Rube Foster, Negro League card. He was the founder of the modern Negro League teams. Conlon color of Jimmy Fox. Here's a 2020 Allen and Ginter Lou Gehrig. 2020 Topps Archives Bob Gibson. A Josh Gibson Negro League card. Here is a Tom Glavine 1988 Topps rookie card. Like I said, try to get a couple Hall of Fame rookie cards in here too. 1988 Topps Goose Gossage, Rich Gossage. 2019 Panini Diamond Kings Hank Greenberg card. Here's your 1992 Topps Ken Griffey Jr. You see, he just got done sliding, popping up at second base there. Here's a cool National Baseball Card Day of Vladimir Guerrero, foil. Tony Gwynn, 86 Fleer card. Roy Halladay, a skybox card of him in his uniform from the Blue Jays. Blue Jays. This is a 2004 Fleer. They did skybox at the time. Nice Halladay card. Harry Heilman Conlon collection. Heilman doesn't get his just due. He is just dessert. He was an incredible player. I want you to take a look at those stats. Take a look at that lifetime batting average of 342. He was a contemporary of Ty Cobb. Take a look at the years he played. So he was in Ty Cobb's shadow almost forever. But he was still a fantastic hitter, fantastic player, and rightfully got into the Hall of Fame in '52. Nice 82 Fleer Ricky Henderson. 2019 Topps Archives Rogers Hornsby. I have a Conlon collection, Carl Hubble. Here's an interesting Catfish Hunter card, Jim Hunter. It's the 1988 Topps All-Star Glossy insert. These are the ones you'd get in the rack packs of the day. And Catfish Hunter had retired by then, so he was the honorary captain. If you turn it over, you can see right there, Jim Hunter, honorary captain for that year, the 87 game, but this is the 88 card set. Monty Irvin, just like Larry Doby, Monty Irvin started in the Negro Leagues and ended up with a Hall of Fame career. Especially for Monty Irvin, it was due both to his play in the National League, and in the Negro Leagues. He was a fantastic player alongside Willie Mays, obviously. 84 Fleer, Reggie Jackson. Always liked the 84 Fleer design. 1980 Topps, Fergie Jenkins. This one is Huey Jennings. It says EA down there. Huey Jennings was a coach on the Tigers and a star for the Baltimore Orioles back in the 1890s, alongside John McGraw and some other great players. He had a habit when he coached, when he got really excited, he did this little dance and would just shout "E-ya," and it became like a nickname for him. That's Huey Jennings right there. Here's a Randy Johnson, 93 Upper Deck. Here is a Common Collection Walter Johnson. Again, I'm trying to get every member of the first five, every one of the first 5 members of the Hall of Fame. Here's a cool Chipper Jones card. This is the 1994 Upper Deck, but the electric diamond version of Chipper Jones. Thought that was a kind of a cool card to throw in. Here's one from this year's Heritage set. It's an insert, the die-cut card of Harmon Killebrew. This one's a fantastic one. This is from 2019. This is a 2019 Topps Gallery Sandy Koufax card. I think this is a fantastic card. They did a really great job of capturing Sandy Koufax in that picture. Here's a cool card from Topps. They did a reprint of the Cracker Jack players and cards, and that design did a mix of modern and vintage. That's something I like a lot. This was from 2004. This is Napoleon Lajoie. Here is another Hall of Fame rookie card. This is Barry Larkin. I'm going to take a second to take a swig of water here. Alrighty. Onward. Pop Lloyd, Major League Hall of Famer. Here's a Greg Maddux card. This is 93 Fleer, but it is the Atlantic gas station version. It's not from the main set. You can see this. It's like a 15 or 13 of 25. So that's Greg Maddux. Here's a nice Mickey Mantle. This one is a base card from 1996. This was a year after Mickey died. And this was actually card number 7 in the set. And this was the base card. This was not the insert, because they had this little logo they created, the foil. It says 1952 Topps, like in a gold foil. And aside from this as the base card, which this was the base, they had a set of 18 reprints of his career cards. They were so popular, they did another 18 in 97, but this is the base one from 96 Topps. Here's a 2019 Topps Archives of Juan Marichal. Here is Edgar Martinez's rookie card from 1988 Fleer. So again, I'm trying to give you a couple actual Hall of Fame rookie cards in this giveaway. Cool Pedro Martinez. I guess technically this is his rookie card, because this is the what a lot of people consider his rookie from 1992 Upper Deck, but he had a rookie card other than this in the 1991 Upper Deck Final Edition. Here is a 1983 Donruss Hall of Fame Heroes card of Christy Mathewson, another one of the founding members of the Hall of Fame. Nice Willie Mays reprint of his 57 Topps card. Got the little gold foil down there. Willie McCovey, 2019, Allen and Ginter. Paul Molitor, 1990 Classic, the Travel Edition, that purple and blue zebra stripe kind of pattern. 86 Topps Jack Morris card. 92 Topps Mike Mussina. Had to throw in a cool Sports Flick card. This one's Joe Niekro, 87 Sports Flicks. I still like the Sports Flicks design. Some people don't, but I do. Nice Satchel Paige. We got Josh Gibson and Satchel Paige. I thought that was really important to add those players. Here's a cool 93 Bowman. Mike Piazza. He had some 92 cards, so this would not be considered his rookie card, but it's dang near close to his rookie. Nice 1993 Bowman. 86 Fleer, Kirby Puckett. 87 Topps, Tim Raines. 87 Sports Flicks, Jim Rice. It's hard to see the player, but there's Jim Rice. Cal Ripken. This is from the 1987 Fleer box set, Baseball All-Stars. It's a Ripken card. This is a nice young Mariano Rivera. This is from the 1993 Bowman set as well. Obviously, 1992, if you know, Bowman had him in the street clothes, even younger than this. But that's your Mariano Rivera card. Here's a Brooks Robinson, 2019 Panini Diamond Kings, Brooks Robinson. I got a Jackie Robinson, Topps Chrome from last year, actually from 2019, I believe, for the 2115, or last year. 2019 is actually 2019 is actually when they did this one. This was Topps Chrome. I believe this was in the update set. Jackie Robinson, 150 Years of Baseball, Greatest Moments. Here's a nice Ivan Rodriguez Gold Cup card from 92. His rookie cards mostly are considered the 91 updates, but here's his 92 Gold Cup card. That's kind of cool. A Babe Ruth Conlon Collection color card. Another first ballot first Hall of Famer, first Hall of Fame year card. Here's a cool Nolan Ryan card, because this is the 83 O-Pee-Chee. This is not the Topps. This is the O-Pee-Chee version. I thought that was a nice one to throw in there, in case somebody out there doesn't have the 83 O-Pee-Chee yet. You got an 86 Fleer Sandberg. And I got a Fleer Great 2003 Mike Schmidt Fleer Greats. Tom Seaver, Quaker Chewy Granola Bars from 86, I believe. Yeah, 86, yep. Quaker Chewy Granola Bars, Tom Seaver. Ted Simmons, 88 Topps. Conlon Color, Enos Slaughter. Ozzie Smith, 93 Upper Deck. Lee Smith, 87 Tops. John Smoltz, 91 Tops. Another Turkey Red from last year. This one's Willie Stargell. Good old Pops. Turkey Stearns. That's a name you don't hear about too much. And if you remember, 2006, the Hall of Fame inducted like 15 different Major Leagues in a big wave. And some people might say that they inducted at that time some people who weren't qualified. I would never say that. People who are in the Hall of Fame deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. They certainly don't deserve to be taken out of the Hall of Fame ever. But the thing about that is Turkey Stearns, if you look at the back, Hall of Fame in 2000. He was already in the Hall of Fame when they did that mass entrance. So this guy, if you want to make that argument, really did deserve it. You can learn more about Turkey Stearns there. Here's a 92 Jim Thome rookie card. Here's a neat little Frank Thomas hologram. Back in the 90s, a lot of companies, because Upper Deck started doing holograms, a lot of companies started making just plain holographic cards. This was a company called Arena Holograms. It was their special collected edition. You got to see this. Limited edition of 250,000. You can imagine how many cards companies were printing when this card was a limited edition at 250K. That's just fantastic. Here's your 1988 Donruss, the MVP subset of Alan Trammell. This is not the base card. You can see it's got a BC11 lit number. So it's the bonus collection of Alan Trammell from 88 Tops. Color Conlon of Pie Trainer, great Pirates third baseman. Honus Wagner, Gypsy Queen card. He was the final member of that first Hall of Fame class. So there's your Honus Wagner card. Got a Larry Walker rookie card from 1990 Fleer. Again, I'm trying to give you guys some Hall of Fame rookies. No Mickey Mantle, 52 Tops, I'm sorry. Here's the Wayner brothers. Paul and Lloyd Wayner, two brothers who played with each other on the Pirates in the 20s. Both ended up in the Hall of Fame. Both of their cards are there. Billy Williams, longtime Chicago Cub. This is the SPC or TCMA from 81. Ted Williams, 2019 Panini Diamond Kings card. Steady ball game, love that. Here's one I felt I had to throw in one of these cards, the Home Plate Heroes, the Kraft, mac and cheese box cards. This one's Dave Winfield. And we got Early Win, another TCMA card. This one is from 85. And you got a 2020 Topps Archives of Carl Yastrzemski. 87 Topps Robin Yount. And the 83 Donruss Hall of Fame Heroes of Cy Young. So there you have it, everybody. 100 different Hall of Fame cards for my 100th subscriber. And again, what I want you to do is tell me a story. Tell me a story about your collecting days, or a great story from your time at a sporting event. Whatever. It doesn't have to be baseball. It's certainly my main interest, obviously. But tell me a story and post it to me. And then please email me that you did this so that I can find it. I'm worried I'll miss some again. Especially if I got 100 subscribers now. Maybe I only got to like 8 or 10 last time. Maybe I'll get to 20 this time. I'm going to run this contest for a couple weeks, and I was considering the time frame here, and it seems appropriate that on July 4th, since we'll all have the day off, I will make the announcement. So keep the videos coming up to and including July 3rd, July 4th. I'm not going to be looking for any new videos, so if anything posts on July 4th, I'm going to ignore it, because that's the time I'm going to make the announcement. So again, I look forward immensely to hearing your great stories of collecting. I hope you enjoyed mine. I've got many other great collecting stories I hope to share as we go along. I hope you like my content. I hope you like um, having me show you your cards. I hope you get a chance to show me a lot of your cards. You know, if you guys subscribe to me, I'll do my best to reciprocate and subscribe to you. I'll have to go through my list to make sure I didn't miss anybody. You know, I just want to say again, thanks for doing this. I am not going to make this a habit as far as, you know, hitting, 150, 200 now. I'll do another one if I get to 500 someday. And I'll do another one if I get to 1,000 someday, but I'm not going to, you know, do too many of these. I mean, I do give out a card every time I make a video practically. So anyway, again, thanks a lot for helping me get to 100. You know, please tell your friends to like and subscribe. I'd love to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. You know, it is what it is. I enjoy doing this. I hope you enjoy watching it. That's why we're all doing this, isn't it? We enjoy it. We hope others enjoy watching what we do. I just want to say thanks again and take care.